I'm Alicia.
6 months ago, I stood on the balcony of my small beach house in Port Townsend, sipping hot tea and watching the waves crash against the shore. The divorce was finalized in less than 2 months, and I had moved on with my life. But the memories of what happened still haunted me. It all started when I saw a text preview on my husband Ethan's locked phone. We had been together for 11 years, married for 6. I was the chief financial officer of a high-end interior design firm, and he was a rising star in the corporate world. I thought our relationship was unbreakable, but that text shattered my illusions. That morning, as I was brushing my teeth in the bathroom, Ethan's phone on the sink lit up. A message from a woman named Lily popped up. "Can't wait for the weekend, the cabin, wine, and that red silk set. I'm counting the hours." I froze. I had suspected something was wrong for a while. Ethan had been making last-minute business trips, bringing his phone into the shower, and his laptop had a new password. His once warm eyes now barely glanced at me. I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I waited until he was sound asleep after his Thursday night poker and a couple of beers. I knew his fingerprint unlock, his left index finger. I quietly took his phone, placed his hand on the sensor, and the screen lit up.
What I found was a whole secret life.
Lily was a marketing manager for a tech company, about 36 years old, living in Tacoma. She was married to Ryan, a 39-year-old civil engineer who ran his own firm in Bellevue. I Googled Ryan and found his professional profile. He looked like a kind-hearted man with a tired but gentle smile. I couldn't sleep that night. Every message I read felt like a knife stabbing into my heart. The next morning, I gathered the courage to send Ryan a message. I told him about the affair and offered to share the evidence. 3 hours later, he called. His voice was calm on the surface, but I could sense the pain beneath. We agreed to meet at a small cafe in Ellensburg. When he walked in, I recognized him immediately. We sat down and I showed him the messages and photos. His hand tightened with each swipe of the screen. When he saw a photo of Lily in the cabin, a cabin he had designed himself, he leaned back and closed his eyes. After a long conversation, Ryan said he still had a spare key to the cabin. We decided to get there before Ethan and Lily. We planned to let them face the truth without any drama. On Sunday morning, I arrived at the cabin. Ryan was already there, looking out at the lake. We sat in silence for a while, then started setting up the space. We arranged chairs, set out wine glasses, and prepared the evidence. As the evening approached, we heard the sound of a car. Ethan and Lily walked in, laughing and carefree. Their smiles froze when they saw us. Ethan dropped the gift bag he was holding, and a bottle of champagne inside shattered on the floor. I told them, "Welcome to your weekend getaway. We've prepared the truth." Ethan tried to make excuses, but I showed him the evidence. Ryan confronted Lily about her lies. She broke down and admitted that they had been having an affair for 7 months. Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Lily announced that she was pregnant. Ethan was in shock, and Ryan was devastated. I took out the divorce papers I had prepared and placed them on the table. I told Ethan that I was done, and I wasn't going to forgive him. Ryan said he would take responsibility for the baby if Lily decided to keep it. We left the cabin that night, and on the way, Ryan asked if I wanted to eat. We went to a small diner and talked about our lives. We became friends that night, two people who had been through the same pain. Now I live alone by the sea. I've changed my job to a freelance financial advisor, and I've learned to love myself again. Ethan lost his promotion at work, and Lily gave birth to a baby girl. Ryan and Lily are trying to be honest with each other. I no longer think about the past with pain or regret. I've found peace, and I'm grateful for the new life I've built. I've learned that trust, respect, and honesty are the foundation of any relationship, and when they're missing, love is just an illusion.